Welcome to the New You Podcast. And this podcast is for anybody who's struggling along your weight loss journey. I'm Antoine, your coach, and I'm here to make this journey a little more simple for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is a mistake many of you are making right now around the holidays, and that is deciding to start your journey after the holidays. I'll say it another way. You are pushing your start date back. Another way of saying this is you are procrastinating. Right? That's exactly what you're doing. And if you start off procrastinating with a mindset of, I will do it when things are easier, I will do it later, how likely is it that you will stay consistent when challenges eventually come? And you know challenges are coming because that's a part of life. It's highly unlikely you'll stay consistent and you're going to fail. All right, so I want you to make a different choice this year. Instead of waiting for New Year's, start today. Now, there's many reasons why we decide to push things back. You know, there are events coming up, dinners, maybe even a holiday vacation, and you don't know how you can work through these challenges to be successful. So you're telling yourself it'll be easier if I start in New Year's. Now, losing weight is a problem-solving activity. That is what this is. So the mindset of I will do it when it's easier, you're already planning on failing. So let's talk about the situation where you are away on a vacation, which is probably one of the most challenging things for most people in their mind. And I bring this up because I'm going on a vacation. I'm taking my wife on a week trip to Mexico. We're not in an Airbnb, we're gonna be in a hotel, which means no cooking our own food. So there are problems that would make this more difficult to be on my journey than if I was at home. Problem one, I can't prepare my own foods. But remember, weight loss is a problem-solving activity, even when things seem easy, so we have to solve for it. So what you want to do in these situations is take a look at what can be a possible solution. So I can't prepare my own foods, but I know certain foods make it easier to lose weight. So what kind of foods are those? They tend to be lean proteins, veggies, fruits, things that come from whole food ingredients. So on a vacation like the one I'm going on, can I find restaurants that primarily serve these foods? The answer is yes. I already looked them up. All right, I have reservations and the food is taken care of. It's that simple when you're away on vacation. Remember, you control what goes in your mouth, and because of the internet, and you have it because you are listening or watching me right now, you can easily pull up menus and find options that are relatively close to what you believe you should eat to help you lose weight and keep it off. Problem solved. Now then we have the second issue. Well, I don't know if there's going to be a gym there. What do I do about my exercises? Also, very simple. If you're at a hotel, you can look to see if there's a gym at the one you're staying at. If you have more time, find a hotel that has a gym. The one I'm staying at has a gym. But that's not always the case when we travel. And when it doesn't, my solution is I bring resistance bands and I have a TRX Go. These are relatively affordable. You can bring them with you on a carry-on, and then you have your way of exercising. So as you can see, I very easily solved for the food problem, and I solved for the exercise problem. And you can do the same thing, which means there is no reason for me to put my journey on pause until I get back. All right, which means I still make progress. And then when I get right back, it's going to be easier because I didn't have a break in my discipline. Now, let's imagine if I did it the other way. Let's say I put everything on pause. I don't know what I'm going to eat, so I fly on out there. I have no game plan. You know, I'm having pizza, ice cream, just things that aren't within my goals. End up getting bloated. Maybe I come back 10 pounds heavier. That can easily happen on a vacation when you don't have a plan. I didn't try to work out the exercise portion, so I didn't know exercising, so I'm looking a little soft when I get back. So what I've done by putting things on pause, not only did I not make progress, but I actually went in reverse. All right, and you could go in reverse a little bit, or you could go in reverse a lot. And why do that? Because all that's doing is pushing back that point where I'll be at my goal. This is why it's very important not to push start dates back. All right, so what I invite everybody to do during time periods where you think it'll be difficult, instead of letting yourself get overwhelmed, think about the 2 issues you need to solve for. Issue 1, the food. So maybe it's not a vacation. Maybe you are on a different work schedule now, right? And you had your routine, but now you're like, oh my God, when do I have time to cook my foods? Things are becoming more difficult. Okay, look at your schedule. Do you have one day where you could prep a majority of your meals? The answer is probably yes. Is there a time period where you can do that? The answer is likely yes. And then you've already solved for that problem. Let's talk about the different work schedule. So you used to work out, let's say first thing in the morning, but now you're working an earlier shift. Oh my God, when will I work out? I can't make it to the gym. Maybe it doesn't open. Okay, that can be a problem. But can you work out at home? Can you purchase a cheap set of resistance bands so you can knock out a quick half an hour workout 3 times a week? The answer for almost everybody is yes. So you see how by thinking, you can help yourself work through these problems. That way you don't need to take a pause. That way you don't push yourself back. And the result you're going to get from this is that you're going to make progress. And if you're making progress, this means you will get to that dream version of yourself sooner. All right, when you push things back, you're pushing back that start date. And for some people, you will never get there if you keep pushing things back because you were training yourself to procrastinate. You are training yourself to retreat instead of moving forward, taking the challenge head on, solving for it, losing some weight, feeling fantastic, and reaching your goal. All right, so big takeaway here. Don't push your start date back. Solve for the challenges that are in front of you, and there's usually only 2: food, exercise. All right, that is it for today's podcast. I hope everybody is having an awesome day. If you need help with coaching because you don't know how to go about making a program, you're like, Coach, I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to exercise. Everything, or how I should be exercising, everything that you're saying is sounding good, but I don't know where to start. If that's the case, I am a coach. So if you need coaching, you can find me on Facebook under Antoine D. Lindsay. You can also find me on Instagram. That name is _Modern Sapien. I'm also on TikTok under The Modern Sapien. And I'm also on YouTube. There, I'm The Modern Sapien. Take care.